So we are here three, and I want to talk about energy online versus energy when we're building our businesses out in the marketplace, like networking face to face. I always refer to the story of the person that sells vacuum cleaners. Okay, and I think somebody had told me that they do sell vacuum cleaners. They know how tough and rough that business is. If you ever want to see someone that works really hard in network marketing, direct sales, go watch somebody who sells vacuum cleaners door to door. That is a tough business. And I truly do know a lady who sells rainbow vacuum cleaners, and she is like brutal. I mean, she's knocking doors, cold market, and she starts literally after 5 o'clock when she gets off work. She doesn't get home till 9 at night. And she still builds that business and has been doing that for 15 years. And she works like a dog. And she works weekends. And she goes, knocks on doors of people she doesn't know. She gets screamed at, cussed at, doors slammed in her face. She goes and does demos and nobody buy. Happens. So thinking about that energy, okay, just think maybe if we're doing the face-to-face, going to coffee shops, meeting at the Paneras, going to events, trying to hunt down and have our own events, right? Just think if we were doing that. Oh, hey, Suzanne, are you with us?
I think so. Hang on.
I can hear you. So you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so thinking about selling vacuum cleaners or just getting out there and networking, you know, face-to-face, how much energy that would take. Because I've been there and done, and just think if you've ever done that, if you've been in the business, network marketing, and you've done one-on-ones. But think when you're meeting people, that energy and what it takes. And let's compare that to social media. Are we really truly putting the same amount of energy? Probably not, right? Probably not, because we get complacent, a little bit lazy, because we're not comparing the same energy. So thinking about that, we really need to manage our time and track what we're doing online, what we're putting out, what's working, what's not. Sarah, you and I were talking about setting an alarm. Set an alarm when you're on that news feed, because you'll get very deep under it, and that is not serving. Okay, so I want to just go through a few things. How to connect. How do we connect with people, right? And thinking about that energy again, I'm going to keep going back to the story of the vacuum cleaners. Okay, you may, if you were selling vacuum cleaners going door to door, maybe it's warm market, maybe it's cold. How many people would buy a $2,000-$3,000 vacuum cleaner from you? Right? So it's numbers, right? So let's say it's 1 in 100. 100 door slams in your face. Are you willing to do that? That's what it takes here in this industry, of any sales of any kind, okay? So thinking about that, how are we connecting? Because it's about building relationships. For me personally, I don't like knocking doors cold market. I like people to come to me. Do y'all like that? It's a lot better. With that comes patience. Energy out, energy back. Lots of energy goes out, and you have to learn the art of patience. With patience, what that means is you may not get a bite. Nobody may say a word to you, but they're watching. So you and I have to stay consistent, putting that energy out, right? Learning to connect with people. So in the moments of patience, we need to be celebrating people, thanking people, supporting people, being customers to other people with no intention that they're going to buy from us, right? Just being truly that seed of giving, that seed of connecting. And guess what? When they need what you got, who they going to come to? Yes. Because you were nice. You had a good intent, good heart. You were giving, and we reap what we sow. So then the next thing is the plan of action. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to create leads? How are we going to connect? How are we going to save time online? How are we going to put the same energy in if we were going door to door selling vacuum cleaners? We really should carve out time. So if you're going to work 5 to 6 on your business 1 hour after work, then you sit down and do that. and you've got to give it all you got. That might mean that you don't get a lead. You're putting energy out, you're not earning money yet, right? But think of the lady vacuum cleaners doing a demo, 100 of them before one comes up. I always thank God I don't have to do that, right? I'm always grateful for my online business, and I can be patient and wait on seeds to harvest because I don't want to drag vacuum cleaners door to door. So we can always be grateful for what we have. Problem I see with people online is that they want something right now, and that just doesn't happen. This is a time. I say you got to give it a year to start seeing some of the harvest. You truly do. And hey, we may earn as we learn. You may get a bite, you may get a big sale, but that art of patience is crucial here. Then as we're connecting and we're out there online, we really need to be listening. And I know I said this in the videos for week 3. It's about listening to our audience. What do they need, not what we need? That me monster always derails us, right? Because it's about me, me, me. Well, what if, how do I need to look a certain way, talk a certain way? Well, what if I don't do this? That's me monster talk. What we need to be talking about is how do we serve our audience? What do they need? How can I serve my audience today? How can I connect with my audience today, right? And then once we get the lead, we need to follow it all the way through, which is systems, and why I do highly recommend, my inner circle and my team of systems, because they work.